Caution Hill, Scarborough, about
Good job.
NBA State Championship softball game.
We gained here.
Into center field. We're gonna
Good hold. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go.
Run this game, and I'm surprised it took us that long to do that. But to their credit, she did a really good job, and we were able to square up the ball a little bit better as we were going on. And once we get something rolling, our kids are dangerous. It's contagious. This has been our MO all year. Once we get a lead and get a couple runs in, it just things just steamroll from there. The kids just build off of each other. It's not that unusual. It usually happens earlier in the game, though.
What's the main one back to back?
We just every year is different, and I'm just so proud of these seniors. There's 8 just wonderful kids, and they've worked so hard, and they put so much time and effort into this game, and they just love the game, and just to be able to have them finish off their senior year and the state champion is pretty special. You have to be with these kids every day to understand how important that is and how special they are. We sometimes say that, but I really mean it to my heart. These kids are just real special kids. I've known them since they're 8, 9 years old, and watched them right through the league All-Stars. These kids are champions. They know how to win. They've been champions since they've been 9 years old. They know how to prepare themselves. They know how to handle themselves in big situations, and they know how to get along. They support each other, and they're just real special kids. Couldn't be any problem. I'm going to miss them awful.
They hit Chloe pretty good.
They did. But Chloe locked in late in the game, which she did the other day as well. She started mixing things in. She finally was starting to get that change up, and started to get a little more off balance, and started to get ahead of the batters. And she was just getting behind, and they're timing her up. And once she started getting a change up over the plate, I think later in the game, things changed a little bit.
How'd you guys get out of those jams early?
We just know we can, handle it defensively. We worked so hard on the defensive end. The girls know that we can handle anything. Nothing surprised them. Nothing was gonna rattle them. They just know how to handle themselves, and they just didn't panic. They didn't panic. And one of the things we try to do is make sure that we don't make a mistake, and we were ready to give up a run if we had to, just to keep the game close, because we know that we can score runs. And that has been our philosophy all year. Give up a run if you have to. So the kids don't panic. They don't worry about it. They sit back and play defense and get the out. So that's the key. Just make sure that one run doesn't turn to 2, and all of a sudden it turns into a big inning and a quicker number, and all of a sudden you're playing from behind. So we have the pitching and defense we knew we could stay in this game if we give up a run. So.
But probably didn't expect it to kind of happen the way it did, huh?
No, I really feel like, man, if we could have just poked one in. I thought we, did well. We got people on base. It wasn't like a 1, 2, 3, shut us down, mow us down. They made a couple of errors, an error. Like everyone said, they don't make any errors. So, I thought it was getting pretty good. And it was all the way until that one inning and they're good, and that can happen. And sometimes you open the floodgates and there's no stopping the floodgates. So.
You left 7 people on the first 4 innings. I mean, that obviously looking back. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, at any point in time, I didn't really have a chance to squeeze bunt because I probably would have pulled that one on my hat trick, but that wasn't an option. So you're just waiting for we're hitting, we're getting contact. Like you're just waiting for that one time that someone's going to come up with the hit that's going to score a run and just kind of change the time, or just get on the board and that didn't happen today.
What was your pitcher doing with 2 outs that really quieted you guys? Anything special? Or
I don't know anything special. Just like when it takes timely hits. You got to have a couple things come together, and it didn't come together. Like we had people in scoring position when we could have just a base hit could have scored, or a long fly ball could have scored, and it didn't happen for us. So.
What was Lauren doing so well for 5 innings?
I think she was doing just good movement of the ball, good placement, and then they just kind of timed it up, and then they started hitting, and then you make a couple of errors, and all of a sudden you give them an opportunity. I think the scoring the 1 run, I didn't feel like that was the key, but then it kind of changed things just a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Did you notice all those non-scoring innings? Did it wear on the girls ending in the dugout, or did they seem pretty confident?
I think it felt good. It's better like you have people on base. It's like, hey, it's gonna happen. We're right there, and then all of us, just didn't happen. Usually in championship games, I feel like there's no one on. Because they really didn't have a lot of base runners on until that last inning.
They didn't, right.
And then when they did get them on, they capitalized. Like they got runners on, got the error to the shortstop. That was a routine. Could have been a routine play. Could have been out of that inning, and
See. Yeah.
So she didn't go play the ball. The ball came back, monster, and those things happen. And we didn't get that luck when we had base runners on. So and then after that, it just I think over time, and they might time dropped the third time they probably saw her, and so.
Heck of a season.
Yeah, I think you take away that inning, and it wasn't such a bad game. But when you look at the score, it looks like an awful game. But really,
thinking being the number 9 hitter and having the top of the order, coming up behind you.
Well, I knew my first at bat didn't go so well, but when I mess up, I just get more motivated. So I was thinking, all I was thinking in my head over and over is, I'm gonna hit this ball. I have to hit this ball. My team's depending on me, and even if I didn't, I knew Bella would pick me right up because she did the last inning. But yeah, that's all I think. I try to think positive thoughts when I'm in there, and I was thinking hit the ball, and yeah. So.
Everyone else had already had a second time through, and it seemed like that inning you guys really timed her up. Did you talk to your other hitters about what she was doing?
Yeah, we are really good at communication, and once someone goes in the dugout, good or bad outcome, they told me that she was kind of getting tired and slowing down a little bit. So they also told me that it was first pitch strike. So that's what I looked for right away, and it was, and it helped me tremendously. So
did you hit the first pitch on?
I did, yeah.
What's your role as a number 9 hitter?
This is my first year, actually being in the lineup. So as my role, coach expects all of us. He has trust in all of us to hit the ball. So I'd say I would have just as much as a role as maybe not our number 4 hitter, but just as much as our 5, 6, 7. He thinks of us all as even, and just to get the ball in play and do what we can. So
you get on base. Did you think that you guys could start something special there? Or?
I did. We tend to start a little bit late, and I really had a good feeling that inning that we had it this time. So
what was it like surviving all of their all their rallies they were starting to get into, that they getting players on base and you guys getting out of it? What was it like getting out of all those jams?
It really hypes you up a lot. It gets you really into the game more, and you really feed off that energy. Whenever you make a huge out or a huge play, and that's what we were doing. So feeding off that, I think that really helped us go into starting our rally. So.
Did you guys ever get nervous when they start putting runners on, or are you guys pretty confident bunch?
We're pretty calm. We're a pretty cool collective group of people. So I think we did have a little bit of nerves, but honestly, a little bit of nerves helps, I think, because it keeps the pressure on and it makes us get it down more. So. Yeah.